Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video on metric conversions, we're going to look at converting from grams into milligrams. How do we convert from grams into milligrams? Well, first, 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. And it is important to notice that we do have two units that start with the letter M. We have milligrams and micrograms. Milligrams is mg, micrograms is mcg. Big difference between the two, so make sure you're comfortable with the difference between a milligram and a microgram. To convert from gram to milligram, take the amount of grams and multiply by 1,000. So you'll take the amount, multiply by 1,000. Multiplying by 1,000 is equivalent to moving the decimal point 3 places to the right. And if we have a number that doesn't have a decimal, so if we have the number, let's say 7, there's no decimal here, the decimal point is behind the whole number. So it would start here. If we wanted to take 7, and let's say this is 7 grams, and convert to milligrams, we would multiply by 1,000 or move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places to the right, add zeros in the gaps. So 7 grams is equivalent to 7,000 milligrams. Milligram is a smaller unit, so the value should seemingly be larger than the number of grams. Let's look at some examples. How many milligrams is 82 grams? Well, we would take 82 and multiply it by 1,000. You can probably do this in your head, but just in case you can't, we'll go through it, and that's okay. 82, the decimal point starts behind the 2. Multiplying by 1,000 would move it over 3 places to the right, fill in our zeros. So 82 times 1,000 is 82,000. 82 grams is equivalent to 82,000 milligrams. How many milligrams is 0.03 grams, or 3/100ths of a gram? Well, we would take 0.03 and multiply it by 1,000. That means we're going to move the decimal point 3 places to the right. So moving it 3 places to the right, 1, 2, 3. We can drop these 2 zeros, right, because we have a whole number now. And we could say that 3/100ths of a gram, or 0.03 grams, is equivalent to 30 milligrams. For these last two examples, I always encourage you to pause the video and see how you do on your own, and then check back with me. I'm sure you did great. How many milligrams are in? Whoa, that's a really tiny number. Let's see what we have here. We have 0.000504, and we want to convert from grams into milligrams. We're going to multiply by 1,000. That means we're going to move the decimal point 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. With this number, since we don't have a whole part of the number, the whole part is 0, we do want to include the leading 0. So we're going to say 0.504 milligrams. Really important that we're consistent with including that leading 0, because we want to just make sure if you look at this number quickly, you don't exclude that decimal point if you don't include the 0, because 504 milligrams is very different than 0.504 milligrams. And last but not least, 150 grams is how many milligrams? So we would take 150 and multiply it by 1,000. That means we would be moving the decimal point 3 places to the right, or we know that this nice whole number 150 times 1,000 would be 150,000. So we could just say, I know that that's 150,000 milligrams, but if you want to, move the decimal point 3 places to the right and fill in those zeros. Please note, if you're using our platform to try examples on your own, you cannot include the comma in your answer. So you would just write 150,000. So you just want to make sure you're really careful about the number of zeros, because especially if you're looking at a computer screen, they can kind of like blend together. So you just want to be careful about that. These have been examples of converting from grams into milligrams by multiplying by 1,000 or moving the decimal point 3 places to the right. Thank you for stopping by.